Welcome to Pain Management Pilates by Keza Wellness. Today we have a 15-minute seated mobility sequence. This is fantastic for anyone who is sat at their desk, looking for something to do at night when they're sitting on their couch, or as a great warm up to the day when you're just sitting on the edge of your bed. This is an easy, all levels friendly mobility routine that is going to help you feel loose and secure through the upper body, through the lower back, and even through the glutes. Check it out and enjoy. We're going to start off seated towards the front of your chair, okay? Seated towards the front of your seat, and the hands are on the thighs. From here, I just want you to inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, drop them back down. And again, inhale, shoulders up, and exhale down. One more time, inhale, shoulders up, and exhale down. From there, relax the arms at the sides. You're going to reach them forward and up, big inhale. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the head and really nestle the head into the hands. From here, we're going to widen the elbows as much as possible and a gentle pressure into the hands. We're then going to rotate to look over to the left, come back into the center, rotate to look over to the right, back into the center. From here, we're going to dip the chin just slightly, relax through the body into a bit of a slump for 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. When you're at the top, you're going to open that chest, looking up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Come back into the center and relax those hands down. From there, we're going to widen the feet a little bit. Hands are on the knees. Big inhale. Exhale, duck the chin and just start to slide your hands down towards your ankles. Pause here for a second and come all the way back up. So we're moving through some seated roll downs. Tuck the chin, rolling down, hands across the front of the shins to the ankles and coming back up. Let's go for 2 more and rolling it down. Those hands are used for guidance as well as support to make sure you're not going to fall forward at any point. Good, and 1 more. Rolling it down, really tucking the chin as much as you can and coming back up. Great. Let's move the feet towards each other. And we're going to now shift back on the chair. You still want to have a foot down onto the floor. I'm going to rock back slightly as I take hold of my right knee into my chest. I'm going to hold it there and just roll through that ankle. So big ankle circles outwards for 5, 4, 3, 2. Ankle circles inwards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. From there, I'm going to squeeze that leg into my chest for 3, 2, 1, and gently place it down. Give that thigh a bit of a rub. All right, just a little bit of self-massage for that area. We carry a lot of tension in the thigh and hip flexor from sitting too much. Okay, let's lean back. Let's grab the other knee into the chest. Okay, we start with that ankle circling. 3, 4, 5. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug the knee into the chest as tightly as you can for 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping it down and give that thigh a little bit of a rub for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to being on the edge of your seat, feet down. We lift those arms up. Big inhale. Exhale again, interlacing the hands and nestling the head into the hands. From here, instead of rotating, we're going to do a lateral bend. So inhale, exhale, and going up and over, dropping those elbows down to one side for 3, 2, 1, and recover back into the center. Inhale. Exhale, up and over, keeping the elbows wide, finding a stretch to the sides of the body. And up. 1 more either side. Here we go. Up and over. and up, and here we go. As you're going over, you're trying to keep your sit bones evenly down, okay? So don't let your hips lift. Coming up and relax. We're gonna bring the elbows into the waist with the palms up. From here, I'm just opening the hands away from each other and closing them. So this is a fantastic exercise to really just reset that desk posture. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're going into external rotation of the shoulder blade. We're opening up the chest. I want you to ensure that you are soft through the neck and we are not allowing the shoulders to come up to the ears. They are resting down and the elbows are tight to the rib cage and the thumbs are leading the way. Okay, so they're pointing to where we're going and coming back in. Let's go for another 4, 3, 2, last one, 1, and relax those arms down to the sides, rolling those shoulders back a few times. Again, shuffling the bum back onto the seat. I'm going to take hold of my right ankle and place it over my left knee. Now, depending on the height of your seat is going to depend on the intensity of the stretch. So I'm pretty high away from the floor, so my leg is at a 90-degree angle, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable. If your leg is closer to you because you're lower to the ground, you might want to just move it further away, and if you're not feeling enough stretch, you might want to move it slightly closer to you, so just adjust. From this position, we're trying to feel a nice stretch in the outside of our bent leg. I'm going to place one hand on the knee and one hand on the ankle. Big inhale, looking forward. Exhale, I'm going to lean my body forward as much as I can. Pausing it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to lift my body back up. I'm then going to take my ankle hand, put it over my knee. Big inhale. Exhale, rotate to look behind me, twisting through that spine for 3, 2, 1, and come back. Let's repeat that. One hand on either side of that lower leg, leaning forward as much as possible, trying to maintain a straight spine in this lean. Okay, we don't want to be folded in this one. And coming up, changing those hands, rotating to look behind me for 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming in. Let's drop that leg down. Let's just go through a roll down before we go to the other side. So feet a little bit wider, hands on the knees, big inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin and roll it down. Hands to the ankles. Pause for a second here. Really make sure you're totally relaxed through the face, through the jaw, and slowly coming back up. Excellent. Let's do the same thing with the other leg. So my left leg now comes over my right knee, and it might feel tighter, it might feel more comfortable. It's likely going to feel different to the other side, and that's totally okay. So once I've figured out my position here, I've got one hand on the ankle, one hand on the knee. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to exhale as I lean forward. Now, I'm quite stiff on the side, so I can lean considerably less than on the first side before I really start to feel that stretch in the left glute. So I'm just going to hang out here, focusing on keeping my spine as straight as possible. You're leaning as far forward as you can for 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to lift my body back up. Ankle hand crosses over to the knee and I rotate. If you have the back of a chair, you can use your hand to support you. It could also be down like this if you're on the couch or on your bed. 2, 1, and recover. Let's go for that again. Hands are down, straight spine. Inhale. Exhale, taking it over, over, over. And holding it here. Good, deep breaths for 4, 3, 2, try to lengthen that spine just a little bit more, and 1. Coming up, swapping those hands and taking it into that rotation. And as you're rotating, really think about the spine getting taller. Okay, you don't want to rotate and collapse. You want to rotate and expand through the spine. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Excellent. Dropping those feet, shuffling back into the chair, sitting nice and comfortably. Hands come up, interlace, and grab that head. Now we want to reset that neck a little bit. So we are going to slightly lower the chin. Once you've slightly lowered the chin, you're going to press your head directly backwards into your hands, creating an activation into the neck. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Soften, face side to side. Back into the center. The first thing we do is, sitting as tall as possible, we tuck the chin slightly. Think double chin vibes, okay? You want a double chin. Push the head into the hands. Good. For 5, 4, feel the neck muscles working. 3, 2, 1, and relax. From there, we're going to lower those hands down to the sides. We're going to bring them back up and find a high V position. We're going to take the body into a small lean, just to increase the load in the upper back. We're then going to row the elbows down and bring them back up. Row the elbows down and bring them back up. Now, while I'm doing this, what I don't want is for the arm to collapse like that, okay? It's staying in that shape. If you look from that side view, I'm staying on that diagonal completely, okay? My spine is straight. My head is held in a good place, okay? And I'm just going from high V to row. And because of that angle, there's that little bit of extra gravitational pull. Good. Okay, we're gonna keep this going for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the V. Now little pulses up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and sit back and relax. So feeling the muscles around the shoulders starting to activate, starting to wake up. We don't just want to stretch and release. We also want to retrain the muscles to keep us upright without straining and without getting sore in the first place. Now, if you have a back to whatever seat you are on, okay, you're going to lean all the way against it. If you're on your bed, that's okay. You can stack something behind you, or you can just hold yourself up through this next movement. So I'm going to bring myself so that my back is touching the backrest, and my hands are going to come up and interlace behind my head. From there, I'm going to inhale. Exhale, I'm going to open up against that backrest. Let the chest open. Feel the stretch through the abdomen, through the diaphragm, through the ribs, through the chest. 3, 2, use your hands to help you recover. And I want you to take that directly into a slump forward. It's like I want my elbows to rest on my knees for 3, 2, chin is into the chest, and 1, coming all the way back up. Let's go for that again. I am leaning back. I'm opening up that chest as much as possible. If you have the backrest, let it support you. Take that eye line with you. Lift that chin. Feel the stretch through the front of the body. 3, 2, 1. Closing the elbows will help you recover a little bit easier, and it'll guide you into that roll down where we want the elbows to rest on the knees. For 3, 2, 1, and coming back up, and relax those hands to the side. Come back to the front of your chair. We're now going to bring the hands across each other so they are folded across one another. We're going to go back to those shrugs, shrugging up and dropping down, and again shrugging up and dropping down. Drop those hands onto the knees. One hand is going to do a full circle, rotating the spine and down. Full circle, rotating the spine and down. Last one, full circle rotating, and other side. Here we go, full circle rotate, and down, full circle rotate, and down, full circle rotate, and down. Excellent. From there, clasping the hands one on top of the other. You are going to inhale, lifting it up. Exhale, you're going to open up those arms as wide as possible. Let the elbows bend into the sides and let your hands relax onto your thighs. In our final move, we're going to be setting up the neck. So I'm just going to show you face on. We're going to bring one hand to the side of the head, just into the temple, okay? You are growing as tall as possible. Don't let the chin be up. Make sure you are looking straight forward. From here, I'm going to push into my head and push my head into my hand, and I'm keeping the face still. I should be feeling a little bit of activation in the side of my neck for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Swapping it over immediately into the temple. Pressure into the hand from the head, vice versa. Nothing moves. I don't tilt my face. I don't turn my face. I keep it still. Keep that pressure. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Very good work. Thank you so much for joining me for your 15-minute mobility seated routine. Make sure to put this one into your day today to keep your posture feeling good, your lower back feeling safe, and your hips nice and loose. Thank you.